What is going on, guys? What is going on, guys? We are here on the stream. Let me double check and make sure we got audio. We got audio. I'm trying a new. I'm using a new app for streaming. Just trying something different. App for streaming. Okay, we got audio. I'm trying a new app for streaming. I have been using Streamlabs for quite some time, and I don't know. The thing with Streamlabs is it's like it hogs a lot of GPU CPU resources whenever you're streaming, so it kind of actually ends up limiting what it is that you can do. So now I'm actually using StreamYard, which is why you can add to stream. Right now I'm using Streamlabs. That's why you see the little Streamlabs logo there. And I'm using Streamlabs basically to stream all the wash cops. And I mean, I might even just start filming using this setup because it's so easy to do. And I'm trying to be as simple as possible. So yeah, so today I thought I would switch up the format for what we're doing. So we're going to be doing washed cop recaps or washed recaps. These are just going to be recaps on everything that happened the previous week, just kind of things that I touched on, maybe talking about a few other things, and we'll go into like the weekly drops that are happening for the week. One of my last videos, I shared with you guys that I did have my pop-up event, and that went really, really well. It was basically one of the local vintage shops here in Tulsa. They had a block of the street that they blocked off. They invited a bunch of vintage resellers. They invited a bunch of sneaker resellers. I was one of them, and there was like 2 or 3 other sneaker resellers that were there as well. And it was just a good time. I made a lot of money, which was great. I made just about $4,000, almost $4,000, which was really good for just a one-time event. And I had a lot of stuff that a lot of people there didn't have because there are a lot of brick flippers. I myself am not really used sneakers. I don't really mess with used sneakers because a lot of the times I feel like you don't really know where they're coming from, and going through that legit check process and things of that nature. It's more of a hassle than I want to deal with. But for everything that I had, I did pretty well. I would say by the first hour that I was there, I had already sold about like $1,200 dollars worth of merchandise, sold to some other resellers and stuff like that were trying to move some stuff. It was funny because I had the blue argon Union Dunks that just came in the Saturday before the Sunday of last week, and some dude ended up selling the blue argons to like somebody else that was there, and I literally watched somebody walk over, purchase them, and then walked away. And I got my money for well over what I was looking for, so I did pretty good, I feel like. But yeah, that was the event. I'm planning on doing more, and I think a lot more people should do pop-up events as well, because you'll probably be able to move a lot of stuff at those events that you aren't necessarily able to move on online spaces. I particularly have my own website that I host all of my shoes on, and then I also sell on like Go stock. I try not to sell on StockX very often, but a lot of sales on eBay, and that does really well for me. But being able to go to an event and just move a shit ton of sneakers just really, really helps, and it just kind of like motivates too, and validates everything that it is that you're doing. So yeah, it was just a really, really good time for the entire event. And yeah, I mean, honestly, I couldn't have asked for a better way to spend my Sunday. And I'm looking forward to do another one. There's supposed to be one next month, I believe. and then a month after that. So if I can do at least once a month, go out to a local event and sell, I think that'll really kind of put the name of Hype Kit out there for other people, while also kind of, just being able to connect with people and just kind of like grow this brand and whatnot. So that's how this past week has been. We had a lot of releases that took place this last week. Um, we had let's see, let's hop in. I don't know if I'm gonna promote. I have a Discord. I'm not really promoting it as much as I used to. I need to make some changes to it, with what's going on there. Um, let's get into the screen share window. All right. So last week we had a lot of releases. To be honest, I didn't touch a lot of the stuff that came at the beginning of the week. And it was actually, I take that back. It was a slow week. Monday program, I believe, was like some vintage stuff, if I'm not mistaken. Um, let's see. Yeah, I don't even remember what it was, but I believe Monday program was some vintage tees that Kith had put out, that were just like Kith custom tees, if I'm not mistaken. We had the Supreme in store. I obviously don't live near Supreme anymore, so that doesn't really apply to me. But I guess for all of you guys that are out there, that would be important. We had the Nike SB Dunk Low Polaroid, and I believe these were just on sneakers. There were some other raffles and stuff like that. I haven't really touched a bunch of raffles. In all honesty, I usually don't even really go for raffles as much as I probably should. It's just a lot of work having to enter in all of the information for each of the different raffles. And to be quite honest, it's just a lot more work than I want to put in. But I think it's something kind of as I move forward and as I grow, and as if you're new to this whole world of like resale and stuff like that, something that I think is really important to consider, especially if you have, I think, so I have access to the Soul Retriever Pro app, and through that, you can actually, I believe, very easily enter raffles. I haven't done it yet because I haven't really messed around too much with the app outside of like restock alerts, which is really great, to be quite honest. Um, Especially in the middle of the night. You get a random restock alert. I got a random restock alert for one of the clot dunks, and I just picked it up anyways. I think where I live, I might be able to move it, but yeah. So these were raffles. I don't know what the current um, price is for this. Let's check that out. Actually, don't show me that again. Don't show me that again. We have the, if my computer, if my keyboard will work. There we go. Nike SB Dunk Polaroid. What are we looking at for prices right now for the Dunk Low Polaroid? It's actually nothing too crazy, to be honest. I mean, honestly, if you want to, like, I don't know, I'd probably think about picking up, yeah, 182 for. I mean, I don't think this release really hit the way that um maybe there was anticipation for. I feel like with some of these dunk releases, it's starting to get, I would say sneaker releases in general, it's starting to get to the point where just like a lot of these collabs just aren't hitting the way that they used to. I mean, I think if you're a photographer, this is probably something that you would be really, really interested in. But I just think with the colorway, it's not really something that appeals for people. It kind of reminds me of the Nike SB truck. Was it the SB truck? Yeah, the truck it. It reminds me almost like the truck it. And in all honesty, I would rather have the truck it than over the Polaroids, to be quite honest, because you have a few different colorways. And I think they just overall just look better. To be quite honest, I don't like that like different colored heel on the back of the Polaroid. So I mean, look, these are worth more. So it's like it kind of goes to show that like not every Nike SB Dunk is just gonna like pop off like that. And who knows, maybe down the road it might. But I think as of right now, they just aren't really hitting the way that like maybe some people expected. Um, so we had that. We had the Supreme release. That was like all of the Little Kim um, merch that dropped. I was actually able to pick up a Lil Kim tee in black and large. I don't know. I really honestly only use StockX. Um, for just like gauging prices. So large is at 70. Let's check eBay. Um, if you guys aren't using eBay, definitely make sure to check out the eBay um, Terra Peak application or feature. It's really, really good just to kind of get I would say maybe even a better gauge of like what prices have been for different items. So I mean, it looks like people are selling these for about 78 fixed price, 79. So 80, 85 bucks seems to be about the range that people are selling these in. Um, so I mean, be that what it may, who knows? And I think this might even be a hold, to be quite honest, for something like down the road. Not necessarily something that again is going to like pop off instantly, but something that like might pick up some critical mass over time. Because I know like when I was at the event on last Saturday or was Saturday whatever. There was people that were looking at like the Rick Rubin tees that I had. And I think let's see what these prices are right now. Yeah, man. I guess Supreme tees really aren't like popping off like that. We also had the Stedman um box logo, which to be honest, I wasn't even really paying attention to Supreme this past week. So I didn't really pick up that there was going to be a box logo. And yeah, these just aren't doing well. I think if it's just like a OG box logo, that's what's really going to pop off. But yeah, I think this is crazy. And maybe it's just they're doing a lot of box logos or putting out a lot of box logos more than usual. I don't know. But yeah, I was able to pick up a Supreme tee in large for the little Kim. So that's going to be coming in. And then Friday we had the Jordan, the Air Jordan Union release, which was a complete shit show. Um, it was to the point where, like, I think it was just there was just so much confusion in real time that was going on, especially if you were on Twitter, following sneaker Twitter there. It was just like it was just funny because like a lot of people were upset, obviously, because they didn't cop, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's Jordan twos, it's Jordan twos." Nobody likes Jordan twos. I will be honest, I don't like Jordan twos. I'm not a huge fan, but collabs sometimes puts a fresh perspective on a silhouette that may not have initially been there. So, um, a lot of people were kind of upset because of that fact. But it was I think it was just really crazy. At some point there was just a lot of issues with like the payment processor. There were a lot of issues with queue times. There were like it was just there was just a whole lot of things that were happening across the board. Essentially, from what I understand, what happened or what it boils down to is that Union decided to use a separate they had a custom URL that they were using, and then on top of that they were using added payment protection. So a lot of people that weren't using bots, and people that were using bots were getting cancellations or getting payment failures. So what they did was is they stopped everything. I think this was about at 9 a.m. They stopped everything. And then they basically told everybody that they were going to basically everybody, like, they were going to restart everything at 9:30. Now what happened was is there was a few individuals like myself who, instead of refreshing or trying to start payment again, I just left my checkout open, and you could see. Actually, you can't see this in the wash cop that I posted the day of, because I ended it because I thought I put my payment, left my credit card information in the video. Ugh, a little tired, but so basically what we did was, in my cook group that I'm in, we had everybody, basically they said, hey, everybody, just don't do anything, just wait, and let's just see what happens next. So what happened was is this was around like 9:25, 9:26, 9:27. Somebody in the group was like, hey, retry payment, it looks like they're, they fix things. And so everybody who had an open cart, or who had a cart at checkout and was like at payment failure, basically, like myself, all we had to do was just hit start, or hit checkout, and then it checked out basically. So that's basically what happened. Was a lot of people that were um in that weird limbo. There were some bots that did do well. I think from what I heard, Balco did pretty well. And but I think that was really it. There weren't a lot of bots that hit as well on that release. Um, I'm not sure. I was able to hit an 8.5 on the gray fog, and yeah, so I hit an 8.5 on the gray fog. And what are these? These are at 392 now. They were over 400 before, which, I mean, this is still a good flip, to be quite honest. I think a lot of people are upset, obviously, about the way that the release took place, because earlier in the week, Chris Gibbs, I believe his name was like, oh, get your calculators ready, be ready for, this, like, this challenge. And so everybody was thinking, oh, this is going to be like a fair release. And I think for what it's worth, I think it was fair, for the fact that very few, if maybe one bot actually worked, was able to push an update, and was some people were able to get through. But people were able to cop manual, and I think that's a really good experience, and I think is it's a really fun experience in the world of resell and botting and things of that nature. So that's kind of, it kind of sucks, and it is what it is in that instance. And yeah, you know it's part of the game, especially when it comes to resale. You win some, you lose some. I've been lucky enough that the last two union releases, I've been able to pick something up, so I can't complain there. And so this was I would say a good release for me. I would have liked to pick up more stuff in this collaboration, or this release, but I wasn't able to. Um, I think the one that I did want to pick up was the it was the this one. I wanted to get a personal for this one because this is fire right here. But I was, oh, they have white. 173. I can't justify that. Um, but yeah, I mean, merch is popping off. So I would have really liked to been able to pick up some merch. I didn't get to pick up merch. So, again, you win some, you lose some. And then Saturday we had, what else did we have? Oh no. Saturday we had Saturday, Saturday, they had the Dunk Low Fossil Rose. I didn't go. I mean, I think everybody was just focused on the Jordan 2 release, that nobody really was concerned about the the Dunk Low False Rose, or even the Joe Fresh Goods release that happened on Friday. I didn't pick up anything on that. I would have loved to, but there was just to try to set up for the Jordan release and then also set up for the Joe Fresh Goods release was just a lot. And so I just honestly just focused on the Union release, and I did well for myself for that day. And then Saturday we had the Jordans. Yesterday we had the Jordan 7 Sapphires. We had the Jackie Robinsons. I don't think released. The foam runners, these got pushed into this week that's coming up, so we didn't see that taking place for this release. And so so those were the releases from this last week. I guess there's nothing. I kind of just use my group right now, honestly, just kind of personally, I guess you could say. There's some folk that are in here, but and I'll probably leave a link down in the description below if you guys want to join. I don't really actively post or monitor anything. I do have some different channels like the NBA Top Shot announcements channel. If you're into NBA Top Shot, I haven't really been purchasing a lot of Top Shots as of lately. I do have quite a few Top Shots. I don't know. I think it was really dope during the bubble, but after that, the prices on things in the market kind of tanked. So I don't really touch that too much. And then we have the StockX monitor for pricing alerts. I need to get some of these monitors back up, like the Supreme monitor, the Nike sneakers monitor, the Amazon. We also have Amazon deals monitor. This hasn't been working. I don't know what happened. I need to fix that. So there's a lot of different things that I need to fix. And then also when I'm picking up stuff, I have like the success monitor here. And then people can chat if they want to, but obviously nobody's in here at the moment. It's pretty slow. But so wash cops, some recent, I guess what I'm trying to do, I think another thing that I want to do is kind of give you guys an update on like what's going on with the shop as I'm like working on things. As I mentioned before, we had the pop-up shop that took place. And then I had a lot of stuff that came in this past week that I picked up that I also want to share with you guys. First on the list, we have the we're gonna change camera modes real quick. So first on the list, we have the we picked up some OG Marina Blue Toddler Air Jordan 1s. I thought that these were going to be the adult ones. I was using my bot when I picked these up. I can return them, but I might just keep them because I think it's just nice to have a variety of different sizes of things on the site. So these came out a while ago, but I was able to hit a restock on the baby pair. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes when you're using bots, when you don't put the keywords in right, you get a bunch of random stuff that you didn't expect. Another cool thing that you guys might see is the Virgil artwork book. I picked this up basically because of a lot of the graphic design work that I'm doing right now. I really have been a big fan of Virgil for quite some time, and I just really wanted to get some like reference art material. This is kind of like, I guess you could say, my Bible right now, just kind of like learning and studying about art. Been really focused on like understanding the world of fashion and things of that nature as I'm kind of like working on different projects. And it's just cool to see like it's literally his work from 1980 to 2019. 1980 to 2019. And so you can see all of the different like things that he's worked on and just kind of like the reiteration of all of the work that he's done. And it's just, I think it's just a really cool experience. You know, if you're into art, if you're into fashion, if you're into graphic design, I think this really kind of opens up and sheds light on, you know, what happens behind the scenes, as these people are working. And, definitely RIP Virgil. And thank you, Virgil, for all the dope work that you did in regards to like breaking down barriers and stuff like that. So this is kind of like my Bible right now. All of his artwork that I really, really love. I also have the Nike Off White, the 10 book as well. But this is like really kind of like everything that he's done in a nice book, coffee table book. So this is what I'm rocking with right now. I actually got this. This is funny because I put in a bid on StockX again, as I feel like I'm a hypocrite. As I said before, that I haven't really been buying stuff off of StockX. But I put in a bid for this at like 165 because this book retails. Let me show you guys what this book retails for or resells for on StockX. This book right now. Virgil. I can't even. Yo, why did they do that? I hate StockX. All right. This is the special edition one. I don't know what the difference between the special edition. Oh, so the special edition comes with a slipcover. So this book originally retailed for $90. Now it resells for 173. I wish I would have bought it when it initially came out. But yeah, I was the person that bought it at 165. But plus fees and all that shit, it's way more than that. So thank you, StockX, for taking all of my money. No, this book retailed for $40. So it was even cheaper than that. So I wish I would have picked it up when it first came out. But unfortunately I didn't. I ended up spending like $200 for this book. But I think I'll definitely get my money's worth as I work on different projects and stuff like that. So I can't really complain there. But yeah, so that's something that was another wash cop that came in. Additionally, we while I was at the event, I did pick up some Yeezy slides. These are the pure colorway. I picked these up. I ended up spending 160, which is like above. Well, it's not above resale, but it is resale. I think I can move these on the local market for a little bit more, for closer to 200, which is why I picked them up. Box was a little bit damaged, but these are brand new. So that's my goal, is going to be to try to just move these locally as opposed to on StockX. Well, I have listed them on Grailed. Oh shit! I have listed them on Grailed, so that's where they'll be also. But yeah, these are size 12. We'll see what we can get for them. I need to also list these on the site tonight. I have so much. Taking time off of working on HypeKit definitely adds a lot of work to your schedule. So that was the first thing, or the next thing that we picked up. We also picked up a pair of the 650s. These were pre-orders. You can't even see. You can't even see. These were pre-orders that came in. These I paid. I want to say maybe 150 for these. Was I purchased them for, and then I actually just sold them on Goat. I sold them on Goat for, let's see, sold them on Goat for 295, um, which is a little less than probably what I would have preferred, maybe 350. But I'm gonna take what I can get for these, especially because I feel like these were like definitely like sleeper shoes. Um, Basically, what I mean by that is like if you pre-ordered, you basically got them. So you basically like it's basically instant money because I don't think there's going to be an actual release for these, like a first come first serve release for these. So I don't know what's going to happen there on that. But yeah, so I got about 300 for those. So I'm not really complaining there. Almost doubled my money there for those. We get these back in the box. I really like them, and I was thinking about potentially keeping them. But honestly, with the money that I could make selling them, I feel like it's kind of like a stupid, uh, like just sell them kind of moment. There's no point in keeping them. If I really, really like them, I can always buy them for. I can always buy them for resale. I don't mind, or get like a vintage pair, which would I feel like would be kind of dope too if I picked up a vintage pair. And then the last thing we picked up were these are the Jason Dill Sambas. You got the Jason Dill signature on the tongue. You got the gold foil, gold leaf logo in the middle of the footbed there, and then you got a translucent sole on the outside. It's kind of like a bluish green tint to it. They're basically Sambas. I don't know if these would be considered part of the Adidas skate category, but they're a cool shoe. I feel like this is kind of like a New York type vibe type shoe. It's really just a Samba with Dill's logo on it. I paid 85 for these on Premiere. Right now, they're going for about like between 120 to 140 online. I haven't checked StockX. Let's check StockX. Samba Dill. Samba Dill. I think it's this one. Or was it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, see, there's like two different colorways that look the exact same. They came out about the same time. Size 10 is going for about 150, which isn't bad. Yeah, I bought these in size 10. I might let them go. Oh, see, that's why I hate StockX. But um, yeah, so I think I could probably get 150, squeeze 150 out of these for them. I need to list everything properly. I haven't listed everything. At all this past week because I was kind of like trying to get my garage put back in order with everything that was going on or coming back from the pop-up shop. I came back on like Sunday night, so I didn't really have time to like get everything back in order. Um and Yeah, so it's kind of in order now. I have some stuff I still need to fold and get back into like bags and stuff, but everything for the most part is in order, so I can kind of get back into just resell mode. I guess that which kind of leads us into this upcoming week of releases. There's quite a bit dropping this release, and I'm trying to find. Release calendar that's not in my any of my cook groups because I don't want to give out information and then somebody comes back and says, "Yo, David was just giving out shit to people." Um, I know tomorrow we have Yeezy supply, I believe. Yeah, so no, this is maybe Tuesday. Let's double check the calendar. No, okay, so tomorrow is the Mischief Taiga Wavy Baby. Um, these are some interesting shoes. I know they're going through a lawsuit right now. These are, I guess they're a collaboration with Taiga. Yeah, these are a collaboration with Taiga. They're called the Wavy Baby. They're interesting looking shoe. It kind of gives me that like Yeezy 450 vibe, to be quite honest, with just a vulcanized sole. Um, and these are dropping tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern. I don't know anybody that's actually going to skate these. What's the real retail price on these? There is no retail price on these. We don't have a retail price. They're interesting shoe. I mean, I wouldn't wear them. I don't really feel like they fit my vibe. Let's check StockX to see if we can find wavy baby. It reminds me of like something that Kardashians would say. So these are gonna retail for 220, and resale for these is already kind of popping off. I mean, this isn't going to be a shoe that I think can be botted. I think this is really just going to be a manual release type of drop. Who knows how well this will do or how the release will go. I've never purchased any Mischief sneakers, so this will be kind of like my first experience. I might go live for this tomorrow and see what we can get. I mean, we're probably going to want to prioritize. Man, I mean, if I can get a size 10, yeah, I feel like this is definitely a small person shoe. So 8, 9, and 10 seem to be the sizes that are probably the best here. Um, I mean, I'll go for it and see. I feel like the one thing I'm worried about is just getting stuck with the bill on this one, um, which I really don't want to do. Obviously, nothing sold, so we don't really have much history here. So, but a lot of people, I mean, in my cook groups, people are saying it's a go. Tuesday we've got the universe. We have the 700 and 700 EO'd. These are bricks. I wish I never bought the ones that I bought previously. These are, you know, these are just bricks. I mean, some of these sizes are already selling under retail. I guess size 15. Oh, you can, yeah, size 15 for 120. Like, I don't know where this comes from and why people think that that's okay, but I don't plan on going this. I guess this is just a personal. Wednesday, we've got the Dunk High University Reds. I believe some of these released last weekend. Believe it's this one. These released last weekend. I haven't really been doing too hot, so I think again these might be good for local, not necessarily online. Because I mean, if you sell on StockX, you're going to be selling for under retail. In terms of you're going to get under retail in terms of profit. So I wouldn't even waste my time, honestly, unless you're planning on moving these for personals. Thursday we've got Supreme. I don't think there's any I don't think there's any info for drop list this week yet. Yeah. Drops by J. Check drops by J. What does drops by J have for us? Yeah. So nothing going on here with Supreme as of yet. Thursday there are the Toasty Rift GS dunks. What is this? Oh, these are kind of sick. I like this colorway. I mean, these are definitely personals. I don't see these. Man. Size 12. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of profit to be made here. Oh, size 13. These might be honestly worth going for, to be quite honest. Just moving them super quick. Definitely, obviously, bigger sizes seem to be doing well here. Yeah, I mean, I would go for anything like 11 and up, and those are movers right there. And then Saturday we have foam runners. We've got the sulfur and the stone sage. We got sulfur. I mean, obviously these are going to be a move. Retail on these is $90. This is instant profit. So I plan on going for those. And then we've got stone sage. I don't know what stone sage. I mean, either one is going to do well, but it looks like sulfur is doing a lot better right now, secondary market. So I would definitely prioritize the stone sage. Saturday we don't got anything. Sunday we don't got anything, and that's pretty much it for this week. It's still kind of a slow week. We don't have too much going on in terms of releases and stuff, which, I think it's good. I mean, especially when we have crazy releases. I don't think we need to have like crazy releases back to back to back every single week. I kind of like having a little bit of time in between releases to kind of like recap and regroup and just kind of figure out, okay, what's the move next. I'm still, like I said, I'm still trying to figure out my best way of moving things. I've been trying to diversify a little bit or taking different strategies. Obviously, I did the pop up this last weekend. I'm trying to also do local consignment as well with a couple different stores that are in my area. A lot of vintage stores here in Tulsa that don't really do sneakers and stuff like that, or like they're not sneaker retailers. But I think if I can position myself in a way to where I can be that provider and that supplier for them, I think will really put me in a good position because you do have stylish people that are going to these places to pick up clothes and stuff like that. And so if I could do consignment or break a deal with them to where they order through me as I bought and whatnot, that might put them in a great position. And then, again, it just kind of builds up my name so that when I decide to, one day open up a store, which is, crossing my fingers, what I really want to do, that's going to give me the credibility and just like the name in the local community, and just kind of like be able to stand on my own with that support from other people. So we'll see how that goes. That's going to be the releases for this week. Like I said, I think tomorrow I need to figure out how to screen share for my iPhone for the mischief release, but we'll probably do that. And then we'll obviously do the foam runner release live wash cop on Friday. And then Saturday there's nothing. So I think that'll probably be it. I might do the dunks. So we might do 2 to 3 days this week where we'll do wash cops, live wash cops, and see how we fare in those releases. And I think that's going to be it, guys. So with that, it was a little bit longer than I anticipated for this stream. It's what are we at? Or about an hour. I guess it's not too bad. So that's going to be it for today's stream, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I want to do more and more streams. I need to get my setup better in terms of live streaming and stuff like that. My setting might change soon also because I'm starting to look for a house, because I do need to move, as I prepare to, me and my girlfriend are going to be living together. So trying to figure that whole situation out, and finding a place. So that's going to be it for this stream, guys. Thank you to everybody that hopped in and enjoyed. If you're watching this afterwards, definitely reach out. Follow me on Instagram if you guys have any questions about release information. I'm not the end all be all authority. I'm just sharing with you guys my experience and what it is that I'm doing. And hopefully that helps you guys get to the next level of where it is that you're trying to get to. And with that, I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a great Sunday evening. Peace.